Alright. It's been a moment since we've been here, but Little is back. And apparently, All Saints, as you can see the purple, nope. Purple right there, All Saints Wake seasonal event is underway until November 13th. Which I had no idea. So we're gonna go do that. Where is it? Gridania, and I believe my home teleport is Gridania, so. Cute. A little chicken dance. It is over here. So spooky. Oh. As you can see, I have my new little outfit on. Alright. Hello, big boy. Ah, you there. You're an adventurer, yes? Eager to stare into the very depths of wickedness? Am I right? Good, good. Because we're all in dire need of just such a dauntless soul. All Saints' Wake is upon us, you see, and that means the fiends of the realm clamor to plunge Gridania into a sea of chaos. The host of this year's parade of horrors is a woman with a pumpkin for a head. I shudder to consider whether there's some elaborate costume or... No, perhaps it is best not to know. Her strange appearance makes my skin crawl. To save nothing of her underlings... Why, one might think the Continental Circus was come again, hiding their monstrous intentions behind the guise of celebration. We can be grateful that none have yet fallen under their spell, but I fear it is only a matter of time. We must act quickly to unearth their schemes. I would begin a thorough investigation at once, but I am afraid my surveillance duties I'm afraid my surveillance duties here prevent me from moving freely. That, my friend, is why I need you. Approach the pumpkin-headed witch under the flag of our friendship and offer your service to her ghastly celebration. You can even catch a whiff of her foul deeds. If you can even catch a whiff of her foul deeds, I want you to put a stop to them before any innocents come to harm. You got it. I knew I could count on you. Now then, you can find our quarry just across the way, at Miketo's amphitheater, where she is doubtless attempting to draw any and all passerbys into her ungodly procession. Humor her for now, but take care to not fall victim to her honeyed words. Yes, sir. I don't really have an outfit per se for Halloween this year. I was thinking of making something or getting something of sorts, but I don't exactly know what I would want to even dress Little up as. Aw, you're a weird looking fella. Oh, little lady. Need to check something really quick. Oh, hello, witch. Sonic. I mean, you can say I'm a... Black Knight, I guess. This is my cheap rendition of Odin. That's what we'll say. So I'm just having a little bite of an apple.
Have you come to join the glorious celebration of, that is, All Saints' Wake? All are encouraged and all are welcome. Oh, such eagerness. We are ever in need of willing hands to help with the festivities, preferably with bodies still attached. Of course, I understand it. A certain meddlesome investigator has tasked you with uncovering any iniquity on my part. Do I have demons and devils at my beck and call? I admit to that. However, I mean no harm to you and yours, so I hope that our partnership can be mutually beneficial. Together, I believe we can make this All Saints' Wake into one that will be remembered for moons to come. Yet before we begin, allow me to illuminate the history of this event and our intentions here. On this most unhallowed of nights, all saints revere their palatal heavens. And as their judgmental eyes become leaden from drink and impure, the impure are free to feast and frolic without fear of punishment. In past ages, the common folk would rue the coming of this night and cower in their homes. That is, until the adventurers took it upon themselves to rid streets of evil, thus turning the event into a celebration of your collective bravery. A joyous happening, to be sure, but what of the goblins, the ghost, and the gremlin? Unfortunately, there are many martial sorts who yet consider this night to spread fear like a plague. And so it struck me, what if All Saints' Wake could be an occasion for celebration among mortal and monster alike? I believe there is room for light even in the darkest of hearts. Which brings me to the question of your involvement. I would have you aid a minion of mine, named Papa Gruff, in facilitating an All Saints' Wake that will allow yours and mine to join hands in mutual merriment. Perhaps you know Papa Gruff. He was once a voice and so depraved that his kin spoke of him only in hushed whispers, but I have since shackled, or rather politely reasoned, with him to commit delivery no more. Devilry. My bad. Knowing of his formidable magical prowess, I have sent him to work under these guiding words, frighten enough to tickle but not scare. Fear need not be an unpleasant experience, and Papa Gruff is doing his utmost to strike that delicate balance between felicity and fright, not with much success as I understand. I would love to proffer him advice myself, but I believe one such as you would know better what appeals to the mortals of the city. Might you give our beleaguered Papa Gruff a few words of advice? You got it. Thank you, truly. He should be putting on a performance near the Leatherworkers Guild at present, assuming he is yet to be chased from Gridanian borders. Please speak with him, and give him my encouragement. Big axe. Whoa. There's a lot more people than there was earlier. The shirt's better than what I currently have, so... I mean, I could just dress up as a frog for now.
Which, I mean, this isn't a Halloween costume. This is just kind of what I look like, but, you know. Oh my god, you're so cute. What have we here? Another curious soul drawn to my wondrous show. You're in luck. There happens to be a front row seat with your name on it. Without further ado, I shall summon a foul, fell beast before your very eyes. I only hope you've brought a change of small clothes. A monster? I'll take that. I'll take more than a magician to scare me. Look here, my dear thrill-seekers. Here lies an ordinary pumpkin, or is it? Take care not to blink, for any moment of distraction may well be your last. Aw, it's so cute. Grr. Oh, the terror! Those bloodthirsty eyes, those razor-sharp fangs. Flee if you dare, but this hellhound will chase you to the ends of the earth, to have its ounce of flesh. And I would know, considering the scars of this wrath upon my backside. Imagine each and every pumpkin adoring this fair city transformed into such a thing. Why, dread would prey upon Gridania to the last ilm. If I made it so, a veritable banquet of chaos. Get a load of this guy. Ha ha ha. Ugh. Brilliant. Bloody brilliant. You drew us all in that talk of monsters only to dash our expectations with an adorable butt. I admit some confusion at first, but now I see you're a clown among clowns. Not a single blood-curdling scream, but a smile and not a complete failure, I suppose. Ah, my pumpkin-headed master asked you to help me. Allow me to peel back the curtains, as they say. If my master sent you, I suppose there's no harm in revealing my true identity. I am no clown, you see, but a void sent. Oof.
My mess. No, not even a grimace. Well, I suppose it would be inconvenient if you ran away screaming after every sideways glance in my direction. Now, for the matter of this furry abomination. Frightened enough to tickle but not scare is the agreement that binds me to my master. But I don't need to be told twice that summoning any kind of my kind would be in gross violation of that covenant. So, remembering that deceivingly winsome countenance of this vicious hellhound, I thought I would strike the perfect balance between horrifying and heartwarming. That is, until a child at an earlier show burst into tears at the pup's appearance. Now, I've seen a man react with a hearty laugh to that same exact dog, with nary a trace of fear in his voice. The difference is vexing. Tell me, is a puppy something to be feared or to cuddle?
Feared by children, cuddled by adults, and sometimes the opposite. Depends what frightens one may make another smile. Do you jest? You mean to say your kind's definition of terror differs from person to person? I admit, that does explain the sheer contrast in reactions I've observed so far, and it does place me between a rock and a hellish soul-rendering place. If my task was simply a matter of bringing people fearful tears, the ground beneath you would already be soaked through. However, how in the hell's good name does one frighten to tickle? Ah, but you with your delicate sensibilities can teach me to mix dread and delight into a charmingly chilling concoction. Let us begin at once. Blue. Oh, so many people. That's a man right there. Let's get right to it, eh? First, we need to find people to scare, but not scar. Your kind seems to gravitate towards the pumpkins we've placed throughout the city, which creates the perfect opportunity for some mild mischief. One of our displays should be over this hill, and another near the Lancers Guild. Your job is to tell me what to transform the pumpkins into once we find a suitable test subject. Let us see how well you tickle. Papagruff is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with the quest objectives. You can leave Papagruff behind by entering a different area, or by speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have Papagruff accompany you again, return and speak with him at the original location. Okay. An All Saints Wake performance, very well, but I face slavering monsters almost daily, so it will take something quite fantastic to make me flinch. Oh, I could make him flinch so hard his heart would burst in his chest. But that's neither here nor there. What type of ghoul would be suitable? Give him the ghastly ghoul, something middle of the road scary. The seasoned veteran of the 12 has seen all the horrors of the 12. Perhaps something more stimulating is in order. Well, if you say so, allow me to oblige. Egads. That gave me quite a fright. I only hope to never face such a monstrosity on one of my patrols, else my final act might be to soil my breeches. Well played, well played. This way. Follow me, my young lad, and let's sprint together. Fair. That's actually a really nice shirt, even though it's just for discipline of hand and land. I would rock the hell out of it. Ah. Honestly, I thought it was over here that I had to go to. I didn't realize there, so running this little right side would have been fine. Pretty.
These decorations are so scary. I don't know why I sound like a villain. These decorations are so scary. You're not here to trick me, are you?
This one is ripe for the picking. Forget I said that. So, what type of ghoul do you suggest? Most appalling abomination you can conceive, and don't skip on the ounce. On the ooze. The hellish hellhound ate my homework levels of dread. Something spoopy. Pardon me. Spooky. I need to get a picture of that and show some friends really quick. Something spoopy. Hehe. I think if you really think so. It's so cute. Huh? It's so cute. I love it.
You know, when you look at it, it's actually kind of cute. The puff of smoke was a little scary, though.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. I think I'm beginning to understand. If a fright doesn't kill your kind, it can actually be somewhat pleasant. I believe I'm ready to take the proverbial stab at it. Come, come. There should be more pumpkins around Apuco Falls. That's where I was earlier. What's the next event that we would have? The holiday? Which also, I actually don't know what the gifts are for this event.
Don't tell me. You're supposed to send a chill down my spine. Clowns are for babies.
For babies, are they? I'll make this last wish she were back in her mother's womb. You there, little girl. Well, look well upon this pumpkin.
Monster! Oh, what impressive magic! My heart won't stop pounding. Damn, will have the fright of their life when I tell them what I saw a real, honest-to-God's monster. I can't wait to tell them. Ha! I'll think twice before I insult a clown again. Thank you for the thrills.
See, I wish I had her hairstyle for little, because that's what my hair looks a little bit more like IRL. A little bit more poofy, but still. Did she say, thank you? I scared her near out of her shoes, but, and she says, thank me? And she thanks me? I can't say I've experienced that before. Clown, indeed, Daniel, it is a clown. I dare say I enjoyed it. Yes, now is the time to capitalize upon this newfound tickling skill of mine. Don't say it like that, please. Let us visit the display near the Whistling Miller next. How you doing today, Danny boy? Good day to you, my young lady. Might you join me in celebrating this joyous occasion that is All Saints' Week?
Celebrate? Oh, that's the last thing on my mind. Please, go and bother someone else with that ghoulish makeup.
Oh my, aren't you in a fright? And not the good kind either. What happened, lass? Papa Gruff is here to help.
You'll really help me? Well, I can certainly do worse than a clown. I've come from Great Loom Growery, although fled from is probably more appropriate. I was tilling the fields like always, when I heard a frightful voice from behind me. I turned around to meet it and came face to face with the foulest monster I've ever seen. When I regained my senses, I was here, my throat hoarse from screaming. No power in the realm can persuade me to return. Not while that horror wanders unchecked.
A monster? But we haven't visited the Growery yet. What could it have been? What could have been, do you think? I dropped my earbud. Might be we have a real demon on our hands. Yeah. You may very well be right. Those illusions I summoned are no more capable of free movement than the pumpkin they sprang from. Yes, no doubt they are void sent running amok. Here I am tying myself into knots, trying to learn the subtleties of spookery, while some unclouthed brute goes rampaging through the Twelveswood without nary a thought towards artistry. If we forgive such behavior, our efforts to find glee and terror will have been for naught. Terrible, tremble in fear no longer, lass. We shall investigate the matters.
Truly? You're the first people to believe my claims are more than seasonal mischief. Oh, I knew Father was wrong when he said all clowns were villains. Thank you.
Again, those words ring strangely in my ears. However, 'tis not entirely unpleasant sensation. I know this wasn't why you were sent to assist me, but there's no telling how many of my kind we may find. A single void, clown can only achieve so much. So would you lend me your aid in case the situation gets undesirably bloody?
Ribbit.
Thank you. Oh, there I am saying it now. Look at me expressing gratitude. Oh, and to one of your kind no less. Well, no matter. Let us depart from the great loam growery and settle this. Ba, ba, Cute. Become slug. Reject humanity.
Become slug.
Looking around at the speed of sound. Boom, boom. Our roguish quarry is close, doubtless lying in wait somewhere to catch us unawares. Once they show themselves, don't indulge them with anything but a face of stony indifference. Got a mask on, brother.
Boo! Oh, come on.
As I thought of fellow voids, and what pray tell? And what pray tell are you doing here?
And brother of the void, huh? Then you know why I'm here. For the night of devilry. Once we were free to carouse, creep, and caper, guided by the great pumpkin-headed archfiend. For too long have we been denied our demonic rights, and it is I who shall reinstate our grandest event. Yes, the age of the Great Gorge shall give way to the era of the Great Pot. Even now, my allies lie in wait throughout the city, ready to usher in the night of devilry. You must join us, brother. Join us as we rise again.
He's like, nah, I've turned over a new leaf.
No.
What? Why? Even if I wanted to, my covenant prevents me from engaging in the wanton vileness you pursue. Vileness you pursue. Vileness you pursue. Regardless, I have no desire to join you for some cheap jaunt through the city, with only a few startled mortals to show for it. Such indelicate delivery, or devilry, oh my god, why do I keep saying delivery, would only result in our swift and total annihilation.
Ha! Spoken like a true coward. Don't tell me you frighten some sharpened sticks and clumsy clubs.
Oh, but I am frightened, as you two would be. Had you tasted the full brunt of my master's fury, perhaps you may yet, if you continue to insist upon this foolish course. I have learned how to blend in with the people here and extract terror in such a way that does not tempt retaliation. That's my boy. Your plan would bring but a single night of debauchery. Learn how to cohabit. Learn how to cohabit, however, and our collective revelry can last forevermore.
Traitor! Then my minions and I will devour you and your puny popoto of a friend.
Ah, he actually says I'm a popoto.
Hehehe.
That head, the great gourd. I know I'm making them roll their R's, but
Naughty children ill deserve to join in the festivities. They should be happy as decorations, to serve as an example for any who would follow in their footsteps.
my lady, how I mean pleasant it is to see you. Dare I ask why you grace us with your presence?
I caught wind of a void scent disturbance, and came here to investigate.
I don't remember what voice I gave her.
When I heard your voices, I knew something was afoot.
Heh. I must say, I am quite pleased that you, see the merit in my approach to All Saints' Wake. Yet something must be done about the other beasts that have crept into the city. Let us give them the same treatment and continue this unhallowed season on our own terms. I agree. Loser. Whoa.
With your help, rounding up our reckless kin should prove to be a simple matter. Let us make this All Saints' Wake an occasion to remember for those who dwell in the light and shadow alike. If you sight an errant god perform the spell I demonstrated earlier, in doing so, we shall convince the residents of Gridania that the source of their supposed nightmares were not but a cluster of mundane pumpkins. Though wand possesses the transformative powers that you require, simply swing it about in a grandiose manner and point it at your target. Once the charm has been cast, I shall collect the pumpkins. I understand they're quite delicious when baked into a pie. Hee hee hee. Okay, so that's what that do. I use it on you. Oh, imagine if you could use it on people. That would be really funny. I mean, that's a nice axe, but, like, come on. This is so cool. Why wouldn't you want that? Actually, if I were to... Oh. No, I just realized that there we go. I lost the die on it.
That's right, I can't have this shirt change color. Actually, yeah, no, I'm gonna keep it like this. I like the dark vibe, but like, look at how this looks with the fit. Like, that's perfect. This isn't my forever fit. This is just my current one that kind of fits the vibe of Heavensward at the moment. To you 2,000 years from now, from you 2,000 years ago. I like the AOT reference. Just when I was getting the hang of being the life of the party, instead of being the death of it, let's wrap this up quick, lest this year's All Saints Week be remembered as a disaster. I sense something sinister lurking deeper in the fields. As well as a trail headed to the east, perhaps towards the Marketer, or the Lancers Guild. Splitting up will be the easiest way to end this quickly. I'll escort the botanist from earlier back here and deal with whatever still haunts the growery. I shall use the opportunity to convince her that what she witnessed before was nothing but an overzealous pumpkin that should put her heart at ease. I will leave the rest of Gridania to you once the void scents have been virally vegetated. Meet me at Miketo Amphitheater so we can deliver my master news of success. Now let's begin the show. Or let our show begin, I think is actually what he said, but... That's a big pumpkin head. This way first. All Saints Charm. A pumpkin? Wait, is this all part of the All Saints Wake festivities, isn't it? Yes, sir. I must say, that made my heart skip a beat. If this was a, if this is what adorns the streets, my bad. I cannot wait to see what the main stage has in store. Wanted to do it again. Okay, next we go to the mean streets of the market. And we go Speed Demon. That's a Moonlight Greatsword. Changed my mind. Actually, you can't. That is just a Moonlight Greatsword. With a swish and a flick. What? It was just a pumpkin? I knew the wood whalers wouldn't let such wicked things into the city. What's my axe out? I've never seen such a feat of illusion before. But if the All Saints Wake is entertaining, I'd best go and find the main event. Oh, was I holding my axe before? Over here.
You.
Too far away. Boo. That's also a Moonlight Greatsword right there.
Huh? What? It was just a pumpkin the whole time? I can't believe I fell for that. But now that I know it's just a trick, I'd like to see it again.
Sorry, I can only turn them into pumpkins. I can't do the other stuff. You have turned all the prowling voids into harmless pumpkins. Papa Gruff awaits at Maketo Amphitheater to hear the tidings of your success. His friend. Goodbye, friend. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Do-do-do. Bum, 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 bum. There you are. Took care of the void sense still haunting the Great Loam Growery. Did your hunt go as smoothly? Good, good. Now we can safely say that the only frights in the store for the citizens of Gridania are decidedly entertaining variety.
I took the liberty of gathering the pumpkins you created. Their punishment will not be eternal, but they can't stand to remain in their current form for the duration of the festivities. It is the least they can do repentance. Repents. Hee. There you are, my fearless clown. Thank you for reassuring me. I had worried I might have to retire from my position at the Great Loam Growery and seek less haunted climates. As the master of the Botanist Guild, allow me to extend my personal thanks for helping my gifted pupil avoid such a decision. It would have been a grievous loss for us all.
Oh, it was no trouble at all. In fact, I should thank you for being such an exemplary audience. A true entertainer brings his all to every stage, be it the grand amphitheater or a cozy vegetable patch. I only hope you were half as thrilled as I was.
That scary, whatever that was, looked so real. I never could have guessed it was just a garden variety pumpkin. Truly, I feel privileged to have seen a master of illusions at his craft. As do I, what would every day be filled with such surprises? As a token of our thanks, we have some pumpkin cookies from our most recent crop. Please enjoy them in good health.
I do believe I can get used to this being thanked thing. Well, since you've gone through the trouble, I'd best eat them before they've cooled. To my good health. This is delicious! Where'd the fire come from? This flavor, I've never tasted anything like it. The cookie's ether is tinged with something I can't quite pin down. It's bold but not overpowering. Is this the taste of gratitude? Oh, how much of my life have I wasted only supping up terror, when all along a whole world of flavors was left neglected.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean, but I shall consider your words a compliment. Nonetheless, these cookies are but a small token of my appreciation. I only wish I could have given more.
You mean I could potentially receive more gifts? If performing my act would get me more baked delights, I'd better get to work straight away. Why, this is shaping up to be quite the All Saints' Wake indeed.
I could not have imagined a better day of celebration for all. Our success is in no small part thanks to you. As I believe that Papa Gruff now has matters well in hand, I shall return to my manor. Pray visit if you are so inclined. Oh yes, before I forget, do appraise that troublesome investigator of what has transpired here. Maybe he will finally cast his prying eyes elsewhere.
Yes, ma'am. This way, let's go. What a fantastic yarn. Monsters plotting against monsters, all to make us happy. I admit I find your story hard to swallow, but I also see no reason why a fellow guild member would lie. Very well, I shall take your tale at face value and consider these to be glad tidings indeed. However, I cannot help but wonder if this was all an elaborate ruse. They knew we were watching them, but and that may have compelled them to put on a show of charity. After all, a monster cannot change its skin overnight. I shall continue to keep a close eye on their activities from afar. Keep a close eye from afar? I don't know if this guy understands how to talk sometimes. I thank you for everything you've done. And hope against hope that the evil has been laid to rest. You hope against hope. You are now able to ask a sneaky hollow speak with the unusual usher at Mikado Amphitheater to be escorted to the costume party. That's pumpkin. Enter the manor? Yes. This is the haunter. Oh wait, but you. Sneaky hollow. bum, 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 bum. Big scythe. Bum, 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 bum. Graha. You wish to have words? Very well. What do you want to know? Nothing.
Up to something? Me? Never. I am but a fun-loving imp. I am here to help my fellow revelers enjoy the wake. I can fashion you into a very convincing guise for the masquerade. All I need is for you to recall a journey unforgettable. Traverse your memories and tell me what you see.
Or just Roman new? Sid? No! I'm Ardbert! Oh my god, I can become Kryl. Thousand years. I am Tataru. Not Tataru, I am, Kryl. My boy! Aww, you shouldn't have. Hocus pocus to you too. No, hocus pocus to you. God, I killed her. She's dead. Tell my story. So brave. Only a falling star could kill such an amazing hero. Oh, not what I meant to do. I shall pet her goodbye. Not at all where I meant to pet. There we go. I must leave. Hey, it's a Stinian. Could I? Cannot teleport at this time. Ba-da-ba-bum. Okay. Now we shall do some actual post-MSQ, which I don't even know what segment I'm on right now. This is The Man Within. Six quests. Hey, how you doing, brother? Oh. My freaking back right now. Ooh. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you rate. Has to go healing. Oh, yeah. I didn't even realize that the movie was releasing so soon. And then I saw, like, reviews start happening. I'm like, it's out? Like, was I living under a rock? To be fair, I was just binging through, Spider-Man, so... Master Frog, it is well that you are here. You are wanted within. I believe Master Alfino wished to have a word with you. Oh no. Yeah, time definitely did fly by. You go into, like, do an early watch, or you go in, like, later at night? Or, like, later when it's darker, I should say. Because late at night, it's, like, nothing. Voiced? Nope. Ah, little, there you are. Have you a moment? There's something I would fain discuss. Would you still want to run those zombie FNAF maps? I'd be down. I just have to download Black Ops 3 again, but I'm down to play some zombies. I've been watching a crap ton of it recently, so I wouldn't mind, you know, embarking on the game as well. There we go. Going for the 9-10. Noise, noise. I must ask you to recall the events which unfolded at the peace conference, though I dare say you would sooner forget them. My mind returns again and again to the moment when Nidhogg appeared before the crowd in the guise of a Stinian. It was a sight to chill the soul, but one which gave me reason to hope that our friend might not be beyond salvation. When he described his fateful transformation at Azizla, I feared him lost forever. Are you going with friends, or are you going for that solo watch experience? But the mere fact that some semblance of his former self endures must surely count for something. Alas, I have no evidence to support this impression. Thus did I turn to Y'shtola and Kryl for a more empirical appraisal. I don't know, fell off a month's back. Kind of just off and on. I mean, like, that's how I am with most friends, though. Like, I'll go... You're going with other people? Nice. Like, I'll talk with someone for a while, and then, you know, we'll stop talking for a bit. Because, you know, we start doing different stuff. Like, all I really play at the moment is Final Fantasy and Apex. Those are, like, my two. And sometimes, you know, Baldur's Gate, Spider-Man, like, story games. I don't do much, like, shooters outside of Apex at the moment, or multiplayer games. Like, I haven't played DBD in a while, haven't touched Overwatch in so long. I even stopped playing zombies for a bit. You're back on Cuphead, and I've seen your stories with Overwatch and everything. I played a little bit of Overwatch, like, about a month ago, maybe month and a half. It was something for sure. I'm still a very good tank, I will say. My Zarya is on point. My Reinhardt's also not bad, but my Zarya is where I'm proud. And full glad am I that I did, for it would seem they have some observations of their own to share. The ladies have saved us a table at the Forgotten Knights. Shall we go? Yep. Excellent. Let us not keep our honored colleagues waiting. You know, player for a comp team. You guys going for like the full 5-stack? What roles do you play? Or do you just like flex between anything? Because I only do healer and tank. I don't do DPS in that game. I cannot. Voiced cutscene, please. Nope. Actually, it might be.
We have kept you waiting over long, I fear.
Not to worry, Alphino.
Nice.
We had some rather fine mulled wine to keep us company. Truth be told, you could have delayed your arrival a few moments more.
Gibrion got the spicing just right this time. His latest batch is not only delicious and warming, but soothing to the humors.
Indeed. But 'twas not to soothe our humours that we gathered here.
Ah, no, quite right. The matter of that poor dragoon.
You have discovered something. A means to save him?
That's
Let us not jump
weird.
to conclusions, shall we? Assess the facts presented, then make an educated analysis, as you were taught.
Valid.
Pray, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's transformation. Do you recall how you described it to us? You spoke of the sudden pangs which racked his body when you took up both of Nidhogg's eyes, and of how his form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance of the Great Worm.
When he appeared at Falcon's Nest, the worm's eyes were fused to his mail.
Would that only his armor had been corrupted. Snaking forth from the eyes, I descried dark tendrils which entangled his very being. His ether has been all but smothered.
You know what?
Then he is
You
lost
made
to us
progress, and that's what matters.
What did I just say about jumping to conclusions? Y'shtola clearly stated all
Because you don't
but
hit the
smothered.
goal in a set time doesn't mean the goal still can't be achieved, right?
As I later discovered, her impression matched my own. Though Nidhogg's presence filled my mind's eye, beneath his seething aura, I sensed the merest hint of something else.
I mean, you can
And after listening to Y'shtola's observations,
try and do
I
a
became
stream
more certain of my suspicion.
every day next
that the
month.
something else I had sensed was, in fact, the trace of a different will, submerged in the sea of Nidhogg's rage.
You mean?
Yes, 'tis like that Estinian spirit yet lingers.
Can we not wrest him from Nidhogg's grasp then? Tear the eyes from the armor?
We know not if that would serve to separate Worm's soul from man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
Should it offer even the faintest hope of success, then by the gods, I shall be the first to try.
Alphino. By all means, hold fast to your hope, but be mindful of the dangers. Even should you succeed in excising the eyes from the Dragoon's mail, we have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would survive so violent a separation. And that is to say nothing of the possibility that his would-be savior might become Nidhogg's next host.
But what other choice remains to us? Should the opportunity present itself, I will tear those foul orbs from Estinian's armor and trust in the resilience of his soul, even at the risk of mine own.
Ah, I found you at last.
Oh, hello, little guy.
A messenger of the Temple Knights came to the manor some few hours past. The Lord Commander humbly requests the company of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
Sir Emmerich would speak with us. Very well, thank you, Onawa.
I'm
Twould
gonna hop
seem
off, figure
duty
out what to do for the
calls.
next 3 hours.
Pray
before the
see
week.
to
Alright,
yours,
have a
and we shall return
good
to ours.
intermission time, I guess, my boy.
Thank you, Y'shtola, Kryl. Your words have given me hope where there was none. Come then. Sir Emmerich awaits.
Alphino is allowing his feelings for this dragoon to cloud his thoughts. I worry he may do something rash. Keep an eye on him, would you?
Yes, ma'am.
They think more of their friends' deliverance than their foes' defeat. But will history commend their fealty or condemn their folly?
I don't know, Midgar Somer, you little cutie. What do you think?
The conference held at Falcon's Nest was to be a celebration of the reconciliation twixt man and dragon. But the lingering shade of Nidhogg, clad in the flesh of the Azure Dragoon, did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind. A timely atrocity to remind the children of Ishgard that the Dragonsong War was far from over.
I could do
And
Sork
when
High
fear
soon.
gave way to fury, the call to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg.
And final steps of faith. Aw, cute. What news has Sir Aymeric to share with us, I wonder? I'm gonna take the money. I'm making a hefty bank over here. Oh, grab an apple strudel. Apple strudel. Alright. Might Sir Aymeric, perchance, have received word from a Dravanian advance? Or mayhap they have located That is to say, mayhap Nidhogg has been found. Come, I would hear what the Lord Commander has to say. Alright, buddy. So excited for dinner. I'm just having like a crap ton of French fries.
My friends, I thank you for coming.
You have had news of Nidhogg?
Alas not. Our scouts range far and wide, but they have as yet found no trace of the Great Worm.
We dispatched an elite unit of dragoons to reconnoiter the churning mists, but even they returned empty-handed.
A pity.
Fear not, Alphino. We shall see the worm again soon enough. His words at Falcon's Nest attest to that.
Got a point.
Indeed, he is like to come sooner than we would wish.
I assume Ishgard's defenses are being bolstered as we speak?
With all haste. I mean to call upon every able-bodied warrior at our disposal, from the Knights of the Four Houses to the men and women of the Watch. But I did not summon you to discuss strategy.
What then would you have of us, my lord?
I will speak plain. Now that Nidhogg is possessed of both of his eyes, no mortal force we can muster will repel him. That being the case, we must needs recruit an ally of equal strength.
You speak of Hraesvelgr?
Yes.
I do. To whom else could we turn?
That he is Nidhogg's equal, I do not deny, nor can I name another. But convincing the reclusive creature to do battle with his own brood brother will be... how shall I put this?
It will be no small undertaking, yes. Estinian's report was most particular about Hraesvelgr's unwillingness to involve himself in the affairs of men. But much has changed since your visit to Somal, and if there is even a chance that the dragon may be swayed, I must plead our case. Whatever price the dragon asks of me, I shall pay it. Such was my oath, to defend the people of Ishgard.
You're a good
Come
man.
what may, my friends,
Imrek.
the battle with Nidhogg will mark the end of my tenure as the acting head of church and state. Will you help me discharge this final duty?
We will, my lord, though I fear our involvement offers no guarantee of success. Come then, we will depart at your leisure.
Thank you. Both of you. The city is yours, First Commander.
My lord, we shall pray for your swift return.
All right. Ba-da-ba. It grieves me to impose upon you in this manner, but you of all people understand the threat we now face. It is no imposition, Sir Aymeric. To Little and I, Ishgard is as a second home. After the many battles we have fought and the bonds we have forged, the plight of your nation has become our own. And if there is aught we can do to aid in its salvation, then pray impose all you must. You are true friends. Shall we begin our task then? We have no way of knowing when Nidhogg's shade will strike, but we must assume that time is not our ally. Indeed. With that in mind, I have taken the liberty of dispatching a messenger to inform Mistress Tataru that you will be escorting me to Somal. I confess, I did not provide the exact details of our destination, as they are yet unknown to me. We will summon Hraesvelgar at the zenith and in the churning mist. Ere we begin our ascent, however, I think it's best we pay visit to the Annex Shrine. You seek an advantage in the coming negotiation. I do. I will consult with Vidofnir. I propose, this in part of our concern for her condition. Were she to succumb to her wounds, it would have grave consequences for our alliance. That apart, she may be able to provide insight to her sire's current state of mind. Well reasoned. To the Dravanian Forelands, then. Yes, sir. I am feeling a little sluggy right now. My throat is feeling a little off. So I am not sure how much. I mean, obviously if the feeling goes away, then I'll continue going for a bit. But I'm aiming to do the 5 quests of patch 3.3, which I didn't say actually is what we were doing. This is patch 3.3, which is Revenge of the Horde. Next we have Winning Over the Worm as our next quest, which gives us Sorkai. After that is An End to the Song, which is the Final Steps of Faith. Then we have 2 more after that. We go into patch 3.4, which has 10 quests. 3.5, which is the Far Edge of Fate Part 1, and then 3.56, which is the Far Edge of Fate Part 2, which has 4 quests. So essentially we have 2 more Post-MSQ story streams. And then filling in like the voids of doing dungeons and the raids. Which dungeons will probably be Tuesday. I just got a text. Will probably be Tuesday. No, will be Wednesday. Raids will probably be Thursday. Hopefully, I can have Claire on to help run through the Alexander stuff. Trying to get into like a comfy position. This'll work. His the warrior of warriors and his companions.
I am a warrior, thanks.
What bringeth you to mine abode? Pray forgive us for disturbing your recuperation, Vidofnir. I hope your wound does not pain you overmuch. Didst thou imagine me close to death? The thrust was deep, but not mortal. I will heal in time. Full glad am I to hear. You were the guest of honor at our conference, and we failed in our duty of protection. On behalf of Ishgard, I apologize unreservedly. I am a dragon full-grown, and thou thought to protect me, mortal. I was tempted by the fires of battle ere thy grandsire learned to crawl. Thy words do remind me of a knight whom I called friend some 1,000 years past. He swore to defend me from harm and hardship. Would that we could return to that era of peace, when man and dragon knew such comradeship. There we go. Would that our every effort to do so were not undone by rancor. For a truth, there can be no peace while Nidhogg's shade yet lingereth. That much is plain. Yet we lack the strength to punish him. Thus do we make for Somau to beseech the aid of your sire once more. Ollie, thou knowest as well as I how he will answer. Praise Velgar. Praise Velgar's heart remains unchanged then. A pity. But if it's a folly to hope, then I am content to die a fool. As hath ever been the way of thy kind. Go then. But be warned, the Shade's presence hath driven its minions into a frenzy. Thank you, Vidofnir. We shall disturb your rest no longer. There's a frog standing behind you. Is there a frog behind me?
On the apple strudel. Thank you.
There we are.
Thank you.
Let's see, do I have a helm that I could perchance... Nope, that's the flat cap. This is the... Oh, you know what? Actually, let me just do this. Because I don't mind ruining this skin for now.
Hello.
There we go. That works a little better. See this? Adorable. There's something in my eye. I am a big fan of frogs, so everything's kind of incorporated into it at this point. I didn't even see what class you are. Ooh, a white mage. Nice staff. Frogs are just the best. They're just little guys living the dream. Just unbothered on a lily pad. I keep forgetting. I take photos of AFK members and post them in the Discord dressed like this. That's awesome. I always forget that, like, sometimes cutscenes will move you away. So I was like, you're behind me? And when I looked around, you were over here behind, but it's nice seeing fellow frog enjoyers. Ooh, a mentor. Tall. Yeah. Well, thank you for coming into the stream. I'm a mentor of everything, like PvP, PvE, and crafting? You have no home, have seen? Yeah, I don't have any at the moment yet. There's a plan that in the future, if I were to grow a base a little bit more, I would then, you know, save up the money to make an well, I mean, making an FC is free, but like save up the money to do the bidding on a house. So yes, PvP, PvE, and crafting. Ooh, that's hella impressive. I have wants to get like PvE mentor in the future, but that's gonna be a ways away, especially considering I'm like level 62 at highest and have 109 accommodations. Thank you. Oh wait, actually, let me look at my warrior. I don't know what my my gear's fine here. This is probably what I'm going into the dungeon with anyways, so. How long have you been playing 14.4? I'm also assuming you have yeah, everything. All these to 90. It's now 198% repaired. Yeah. Started May 2020. Ooh. So, relatively fresh. How many hours do you have in now? I mean, I say relatively fresh, but you know, that's still 3 years. Yep, healer main, right? Got those. Got that perfect quad 90. I'm so close to the quad 90 on my raid character, but I'm just like not playing as white mage at all at the moment because my friend's leveling. Actually, my friend was leveling white mage up. She's doing summoner now, so I might just hop back on a white mage for that character and get it to 90. I think it's at like 70 something. Damn, I've been playing for like 5 years and I'm just at 3,000. I think. I'm at 2,199. So I'm very much under you have the ability to play while you're working. Ah, fair. At the moment I only really play when I stream, and I did an entire week of Spider-Man, so I lost like, let's see, 6 streams, 4 hours, 4, 8, 12, 15. So about I lost basically a day's worth. Total playtime, 348 days, 18 hours, 21 minutes. Jesus. That's really impressive, though. And hey, you know what they say? It takes 10,000 hours to become a master at something. So technically, you're a master. Also have raid ready on my main class is absolutely damn. That's impressive. See, so like I've been trying to do raids on with my FC in Cactar, but we've been having a lot of issues and haven't exactly done raids for over 2 months. A single raid run in over 2 months now. So that really sucks because I was so invested in doing raids this year, but hopefully when dawntrail comes around, I'm all caught up and I can do raids then. Which, lack of people or lack of direction? We had a full group bar one, so we just like got fills from the FC or got like party finder people to fill, which was just our ranged DPS usually that we were missing. But then people had to start leaving, and then people just stopped replying. And now we're just kind of up in the air. We only have 5 members that are actually like talking for it. And we're the only like group in the FC that's having issues with like having people constantly, you know, like vocal about if they can raid, because one of our guys even left our group to go work with another one, but never told us that he was going to be leaving the group. It might have been, but like, I think we ran, what was it, P9? P10? Whichever one. Like 4 times before everyone started like disappearing, even though they're like, "Ah, see you guys next week," and then it's just like, "All right, we're here for our meeting. Where's everyone else?" Like, we had both of our tanks, both of our healers, and 1 DPS, which is what we had for a while, and now we have 2 tanks, myself, and 2 DPS. I'm a Sage main on my other character. Also, I am just going to quickly reset my game because sometimes I get audio issues and I don't want that to happen when I go into the dungeon. So we're going to do the quick little reset fast. I'm still just going to be sitting here and stuff. It's just so my dope-ass Spider-Man wallpaper doesn't scare you guys. Started 2 full raiders for 6.4. Both groups fell apart within weeks. Jesus. Honestly, I'm just like at the point where I'm like, I really, really hope that when the raids start happening for Dawntrail, people's like readiness to do them are a little bit more on point. Because I would love to stream raid runs. Especially because at the moment, I'm not going to be running like the Heavensward, was Alexander stuff. I just have a viewer friend that helps with the like no syncing it or unsyncing it. I like to join a community on Diabolos until I'm ready to start my own. I mean, I wouldn't be against. I'm always down to make friends in this game, honestly. Clockwork Masquerade. I saw the level thing. I was really... Oh, I think I've ran by some people in your FC before. Because that... I remember reading that in the past. And it sounds very familiar. FC lead up. I am determined to... Yeah, the level boost definitely helps. Thank you. We can get rid of all those. I got a little level thing. Rating is, a very well-timed dance. Yeah. What is it? Control. No. There we go. Oh, yeah, I can just look up here. I'm so, like, used to looking on the thing. It's like Clockwork Masquerade. Yeah. That gives me a very, Lies of P vibe. Because, you know, like, puppeteers and everything, you know, it's a machine, it's in a rhythm. All that fun jazz. Well, thank you for... Ever watch Doctor Who? Absolutely. I haven't watched since Peter Capaldi, was reborn into the female Doctor. I don't know what her name is. I feel really bad for that because I just don't have the ability to watch it anymore. But I saw David Tennant's episode where he gets reborn again, and I want to watch it because of him. Where they have the clockwork machines. Yeah. God, I miss Doctor Who so much. It was one of my favorite shows growing up. It still might be up there if I were able to, like, be in the swing of watching it on a regular basis. Don't be shy about asking for anything, especially dungeon runs. Will do. I'm potentially gonna need some help with running the, what is it, the 24 mans? Or is it Dune Skaith? Whatever the 24 mans are for this expansion, I never have luck of getting, what's it called, roulette, like, party finder for it. So that would probably be something that I would absolutely love help with. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. Oh, anything you need, we can help. Thank you very much. My entire brain went blank. I'm gonna continue doing through the story because I want to hopefully finish off patch 3.3 today. Because I would love for Monday, because I don't think I'm streaming Friday next week. FC House has access to everything as well as the knowledge. We also have a Discord as well. Ooh. I'll join that after stream then. And thank you for inviting me into the FC. Thank you for hanging out and talking with me. It's always fun, like, meeting people in-game that jump into stream chat and vice versa. Aw, let me get a little blush. Aw, you're making my mask something, I don't know. Yeah, I'm very glad with the names that people are like, oh, Little Frog, I love the name. Because normally I would wear the frog stuff, but like I don't want the whole gimmick just to be that I only wear a frog head. Because that doesn't do good on thumbnails all the time. noodles. Oh, so spooky. Is that helmet... That's a metal bat. Is that helmet off the, Mog Station? It does. You're going pumpkin smashing, obviously. It is now from Mog. Yes, fair. I don't know. I might grab some stuff for Halloween and the holiday seasons for stream soon. Although I'm probably just gonna stream the like Phasmophobia or something for Halloween. What day is Halloween land on? Tuesday next week. Never mind. You've done right. The holiday. Yeah, I just did that before I made my way over here. I got the little bippity boppity boom. My name's Little Frog, and you're watching the Disney Channel. Pass it to me with you. Yes. I think even Daniel expressed his love for Phasmo, so I would love to get like some people in to play. You were at 1700 before patch. I was at like 393. I didn't play all too often. I used to do like a lot of way back in the day. Potentially, wait, what day does it fall on? One sec. It would be on the 31st, so next, or this coming Tuesday, technically. I might make the exception and just not do 14 on Tuesday and just figure out a, you know, do a spooky Halloween thing. Oh no. If not, that's gonna be fine. I might just like say screw it and play some even over like the weekend or something. Because Phasmo is one of my favorite games. Again, I used to long while ago when I would stream on Twitch, I would do solo hunts all the time. That's like what my whole bread and butter was, like spoopy weekend, yeah. So, you know, I'll stream on the weekend here and there, so you know, Saturday or Sunday. About to say, why does spooky have to be limited to one day? That's true. Also, you know, I'm just gonna because I need my goal is to get this better. I do have a Discord for streams, so if you'd like to join, so I could let you know when we might play. You know, I'll probably do spooky weekend. I'm so upset. They were supposed to release why is your icon out of... No, okay, here. I'm gonna post this in Gen Chat. It's the outline of what my profile picture is. And it is, if I can find where I put it. It's a little frog in a cup. Hype train. At the time, when I was making the Discord, I had just gotten the sketch. So I was like, oh, let me make that the Discord icon. But I'll probably commission my friend at a point to make some extra stuff. Like a banner for stream, or for like the channel, and maybe a lily pad or something. The name is also still under works. I don't know fully if I'm keeping it Floating Lily or if I'm making it something else. That was a dragon. I also did not realize that I realized I started stream really late today compared, but you'll figure it out. Yeah. I'm only like 30 something streams into this, because my progress every day is a lot different. Thank you very much. Let's talk to Alfie. I will let you go back to the quest now. Thank you very much. Again, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for inviting me to the FC. The XP boost will be very appreciated, especially when it comes to leveling up my little warrior here. And then finding people to help with dungeons and raids, because those will be a little annoying to a degree. Well, I mean, the raids will be, at least. Though I expected no better answer from Vidofnir, I take little pleasure from having been proven right. 'Twould seem that our presence at Zenith will be every bit as unwelcome as I had anticipated. Yeah, I have a lot of eggs. And some, like, assorted foods from random people trading me them and quests. It's weird, people really like to give, like, sesame cookies in this game. Doesn't matter what data center I'm on. Yeah. Anytime I know I'm going to be doing combat, I always have that up and ready. Because I also have the earrings. Like, yeah, what? Like, you could give anything, right? Why sesame cookies? I'm not complaining, because sesame cookies are delicious. But, like, I'm a chocolate chip oatmeal kind of guy. Or a white chocolate macadamia nut kind of guy. 'Cause those hit. It would seem that our presence at Zenith will be every bit as unwelcome as I had anticipated. But what is the ire of one great worm to a trio of self-confessed fools such as ourselves? Let us begin our ascent. After you, Master Alfino. I think it was a crafter thing? Maybe. Scout ahead if you wish, little. We shall join you outside Mogholm. This button. You said Mogholm, so off I go. You know, I obligatory ask, because ask everyone, what's your favorite expansion? Without spoilers for anything, because Daniel has not done Endwalker, so we always leave that little barrier. I have completed all the expansions other than the most recent patch for Endwalker. My current fave, Stormblood for the music. Ooh, good answer. My current favorite is Shadowbringers, because the first time I played through it, I was going through a very tough time, so like it hit very hard for me. But I'm super, super, super excited to go through Stormblood again, because I mean, it has some of my favorite battles in it. Also, weirdly enough, it has one of my favorite eyewears, which is just the little, like, bandage blindfold. And that's not a good reason to like an expansion, but it's one of the reasons. I had heard tales of the world above the clouds, but never did I dream. One's mind paints a pale picture of its majesty. Few live to see such wonders. I am reminded of my first visit to this peak, when Estinian and Ysel yet walked at our side. The Near raids are my fave, but I don't get how people can hate them. I love the Near raids. I'm not even like, I've never played a Near game either, and I love them. Actually, they're the reason I have Near saved on my PlayStation. I think it's Near Autumn. No, I have Near Replicant saved. But my best friend loves the Near games, and I love Square Enix games. The PvP aspect. Oh god, yeah, just having people die on the platform lift and then rezzing them as they're falling. Or as we're transferring over.
Upo? Is that you, little?
I forget the voice I gave them. Or the planes. True. Laser to the face. It's like, oh no, he's on the wrong side. Rescue. If it isn't Mog.
Don't tell me you've forgotten my name, Kupo. After all we've been through together. But at least you remember me. You do remember me, don't you, little?
Hello, Blaha. How are you? This is Moglin. Oh, Moglin's the king, isn't he? This is Moghan. You might. Aw, thank you. Actually works. So ooh, well, I hope you know that you have a good rest for the night. With the side of FF instead of skipping work to play FF. You know what? A little bit of FF time is always a good FF time. But hopefully work didn't drain you too much. You have a good ability to rest tonight. Get some food up in the system.
How could you mistake me for that overstuffed throne warmer? I'm Moghain, the courageous Mugu who guided you to Zenith, Kupo. But putting our shared history to one side, what brings you and your friends to Mogholm, Kupo?
I forget how I made him sound, honestly, so I'm just doing what feels familiar.
Ah, another audience with old Hraesvelgar. Well, I hope you brought your horn, Kupo, with the winds as gentle as they are. A good loud toot should reach the great worm's ears easily enough.
That is good to hear, Moghan. Thank you. We best press on to Zenith while the winds are in our favor.
Now that was unexpected, Kupo. Chieftain Moglin will want to hear about this. Kupo.
I want to get a Kupo tattoo. If I were to get tattoos, I would get a Moogle. Or the word Kupo. Getting the word Kupo tattooed on me would be the dumbest tattoo out of all my, like, ideas and wants for them. Oh, actually, getting a little Moogle and a Tonberry side by side would be so cute. But again, Mezzy, thank you for sharing the stream. Blaha. Or Balaha? Blaha Ba? Baja Blast? I'm really bad with names. The Baja Blast was part joke, but Balaba. Got it in my head now. Thank you for hopping in from the share. Now go shoot some ships. Yes, murder them all. Baja Blast. It's like, yeah, see, I'm close. It's right around there. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da. I love it. I love that the toot is the song. By the way, I just want to quickly say, if anyone does sub, sometimes it shows up, sometimes it doesn't. So I apologize. But thank you. You dare summon me again, mortals?
Great Hraesvelga, 'tis not lightly that we beg this audience. Pray hearken to our words, for they concern the future of man and dragon both.
Dun, 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 dun.
Greetings, Hraesvelga. I am Emeric de Burrell, acting ruler of the nation of Ishgard. I am come before you to parley on behalf of my people.
To parley, thinkest thou thy purpose unclear to me? Thy purpose unclear to me. Thou art come to beg mine aid in the battle against the shade of my brood brother.
You foresaw mine intent.
Thank you. Okay, Opta, thank you very much, Mezzy.
I but read that which is writ plain in thine eyes. Would that thou had wit enough to scare and to scry the answer in mine. My beloved Shiva did once build a bridge twixt man and dragon, a bridge which thy treacherous forefather saw fit to tear down, as thou knowest well. Thinkest thou Nidhogg was alone in despairing at the murder of our brood sister? Thinkest thou mine own soul did not cry out for vengeance? Know then that upon thy accursed day. I swear I know how to read. But when he's going in my ear, it's a little hard as well. My heart did wither in my breast, and thy kind become unto me as the harbingers of despair. 'Tis only Shiva's gentle dream that prevaileth from me from flying Nidhogg's shoulders. Be grateful that we are just distractions, that's alright.
He said other stuff, I couldn't read it in time.
I permit my children to offer or deny thee aid as thy see fit, to warn thy people of my brood brother's coming, that thou wouldst dare ask more of me, but affirmeth thine incurable arrogance.
Yes, but what if he was planning on killing your brood
We
children?
understand that in your despair at man's betrayal, you seek only the refuge of solitude. But despite your protestations of spent faith, do you not still nurture the smallest flame of hope?
Perceivest thou such light in dusk of mine existence?
Mayhap.
I do. If you claim I see falsely, then tell me, why did you consent to bear Eorzea upon your back?
Got a point.
Ysel, piteous, deluded Ysel. The child did lament her past sins, and sought to balance the scales with her remaining days. 'Twas her unquenchable passion, so alike that of my beloved, which did spur me into flight. And for mine own part, I would countenance no longer the hand of evil men of evil men who use my brood brothers against
you do
me.
distinguish between those who acknowledge and repent their sins and those who perpetuate them. Interesting. It seems to me that you have not, in fact, lost faith in mankind as a whole. Rather, you weigh our respective merits by how we allow the past to influence our future.
Spare me thine idle sophistries. Sophistry? That's the word. Even were there a mote of truth in thy reasoning, what of it? Wouldst thou have me slay mine own sibling to save a city of mortals?
No. Maybe.
Should we suffer ties of blood to bind our hands, then? Nay, if the crime is one of unconscionable evil, we must needs condemn it, even should the transgressor be our closest kin. When my father corrupted himself and his followers with the power of a primal, I beseeched the warrior of light to slay him, an act alike to patricide. That he
Who's
did
your
not die by my hand matters
favorite
little. If anything,
character,
it heaps
Leslie?
greater disgrace upon my name.
That we
But had
that we
my
meet
father
through the
not
expansions.
he would have drawn countless thousands into a holy war of hellish proportions, which I hold the greater crime. Thus did I order his execution, sparing the lives of my people and yours. Alas, your brother Worm now prepares to murder those whom I sought
That
to
is a
spare.
hard one.
What is
Who's...
more, he has taken my comrade's body for his own. But if I must slay my dearest friend,
I would say
to
maybe
defeat
who's your
my
favorite
direst
for
foe,
each
I will not
expansion,
flinch from
except
my
for
duty.
Endwalker? Good lad.
Thou wouldst strike me, would strike down thy friend, and by example of thy righteousness, persuade me to break mine oath and kill my kindred?
Maybe. Who doesn't love a little graha?
Ooh, fair. Heed me, child. The servants of Hydaelyn envision a different outcome. They intend the salvation of not only for Ishgard, but for the doomed dragon slayer as well.
Yeah, now the Thavnir ruler is... Yeah, I agree. I'm kind of with you on that one.
Believest thou this shade to be Nidhogg returned? It is not merely a manifestation of his vengeance. The shadow cast by thy brood brother's rage, I would not command thee, but ponder why thy course lest it lead thee unto greater remorse. Yeah, I'm if I'm saying this is my main, my alt is also Rayan female. I love the female Aries. They're my favorite character model, I would guess. I'm also just a really big fan of dragons. How to Train Your Dragon is one of my favorite expansions. One of my favorite movies series ever. So like having a game that has a lot of focus on dragons at times, and you can literally play as one. Like, I literally played World of Warcraft just so I could be one of the dragon people. While this shade of vengeance remains, the future will ever be uncertain. Played WoW for 14 years. I played WoW for like 14 hours. I couldn't do WoW for that long. I really liked playing classic WoW when it re-released, but that was an undead display. Oh, you know what? Okay, so when I did before the dragons released, I was a priest. I was a gnome holy priest. I don't know what it's called. And a retribution pally. And then on the horde side, I would for my retribution pally, I was a what was it? Those elf people. And then for the horde, I would be a demon hunter or down hard equal blood elf. Yeah. The blood elves are very good looking. I don't know what it is though. I have like this unusual enjoyment of orcs and like playing as them. Like when I did D&D, I was a half orc. On Baldur's Gate, I recently started playing as a half orc. So like those and goblins. Orc massage. God, no. I watched Markiplier play it. I have not bought that. I'm not one to buy lewd video games. No, like, unusual as in, I don't know why I like orcs, but I really like them as a species for some reason. Yeah, that's the reason we're gonna go with. I'm not attracted to Lae'zel from Baldur's Gate at all, even though she's not an orc, but she has like that orc goblin-esque feature. I don't know what it is. We don't look too deep in these things. Anyways, as Nidhogg, or my bad, as Hraesvelgar was saying, Nidhogg's transformation into rage incarnate is in part of mine own doing. I rendered him unto him mine eye, and empowered his revenge thereby. But 'tis the purity of my brood brother's wrath that lendeth him all his surpassing might. Hast thou the strength of will to stand against a terrible shadow? I wonder. 'Twould seem I must put thee to thy companion's test. I shall await thee in the ruins where Ratasker once dwelled. Heed well the words of my children, and hasten thee to the place of thy trial. Palace of thy trial. Aww. I have French fries beside me now, and I'm very happy. Pardon me. Yeah. I know a lot of people don't enjoy McDonald's, but I'm very limited as to what I can eat at the moment, and these fries really hit the spot. And that's really all I can eat from McDonald's as well, so. I believe I spied a wyvern landing just outside the palace. It is doubtless one of the children of whom Hraesvelgar spoke. Come, my friends, let us not keep our escort waiting. We got an escort? Yo. What expansion is this? Oh, hello, little Lala. I'm limited to like rice, some fish, fruit, and potatoes, and cereal. That's like all my body's allowing me to actually consume without feeling like I'm suffocating. My broodmates and I will bear you to the palace, to the place of your trial. Make your preparations. Sokai. Yeah. Somewhat. Let's see how long this one taketh. Dungeon time. If it takes a minute, then I might ask for a little bit of assistance with the queue times. Probably will do that. But I like to see if I can get like randoms and stuff, because trying to rack up some accommodations when I can. Oh, what are you? Oh my god, it's so cute. Weirdly enough, I think on this character, I've gotten more accommodations as a samurai than I have a warrior or a healer. Or at least as a warrior. Healer, I usually get a good amount, but. Do I have any other maps I need to load still? I need to do this. I would hope so. Oh, so much blue. I really hope people just accommodate me solely based on the name. It's kind of funny. I started off making characters in this game that were like, what was it? My first ever character was a Lala. As a healer, I comp people I don't have to think about. Like the ones that are just like not causing any issues. Yeah, those are usually the better ones. It's like, it's already hard enough to have to focus on a potentially bad tank, which I'm realizing I've never tanked through Sorkai before. Well, that should be fine. I usually send a comm to the tank, depending. There's a lot of times where I just like deny giving a tank accommodation because of lack of ever using mitigations. But then also the guy that I usually run with, my friend, he's a Dark Knight main, so I'm usually calming a random DPS. Yeah. Weirdly enough, in the earlier like times of me playing this game, I would usually calm. I should probably start doing it again because it, you know, it's a way to do it. I'll give the accommodation, at least in raids, this is what I do. Still, I will give the comp to whoever used Limit Break. And then if I use Limit Break, I'll just randomly pick someone that has a nice adventure plate. Yeah. No one wants to use a Buster Sword. Been about to be 6 minutes, and we have 0 across the board still. Which is kind of impressive. Oh. I dropped a fry. And yeah, I'm probably gonna ask for help now.
Thank you.
Little smiley face. Somehow. I mean, their names are a little similar, it's fine. Hello, Alexander. I cannot wait to fight you. I would be down, Skylar. Yeah, we're trying to get into Sorkai, but 6-minute queue time revealed to have nothing. What little exciting dungeon are we doing? Everyone's favorite. I'm making sure I'm spelling this right. Ooh. Got it. Yep. Mezzy invited me in. That's how you feel the party. Absolutely. I mean, I'm probably doing, what's it called? Final Steps of Faith after this one, so you can join on that one if you want. Welcome back, Daniel. Hope you're doing good, my boy. I love the music here. Or from this mount, I should say. Do you think riding in on this into Hydaelyn or into Ishgard would scare them? It's a little tiny dragon, about Lalafell sized. I didn't realize it had a ring on its butt. That's a really weird statement. Oh. We're back. Sounds good. But yeah, I guess we do have a full part. I don't know. Is the next the trial 8-man? See, I was Lala napped by a frog. What did I do? Target man, perfect. It's been so long since I've done some of these that I completely forget. Okay, photo. With your little gremlin stance. He's not back. I'm gonna take someone that's ready. Dope. Just as you say that. Like the perfect timing. Four, let's go. Can't wait till I'm back in Shadowbringers. I just want to go to my home, the Crystarium. A very cluttered desk right now, and it's very annoying, but it will be okay. Well, thank you, Higu. Thank you, 3, for helping out with this. How do we have to fight these? I forget.